Hello guys, welcome to my channel Stoic Life Tips 1000 subscribe. For 7 days target please subscribe sign 1. She looks at you when chef thinks you're not watching. Sometimes the strongest love doesn't scream. It's in silence, in glances, in the space between words. A woman who's in love but afraid to show it will often betray herself through her eyes. When she thinks you're not paying attention, she'll look at you. She study your face, your hands, your expressions, as if she's trying to memorize you. Why? The secrecy because her fear blocks her honesty. Maybe she's afraid of rejection. Maybe she thinks confessing will change the dynamic between you. Maybe she's guarding herself because she's been hurt before. So instead of openly showing affection, she lets it slip in fleeting moments like stolen glances she hopes you won't catch. But you will notice. You'll feel the weight of her gaze. You'll sense her attention lingers longer than it should. Psychologists call this micro-expression. When someone's true feelings reveal themselves in subtle, unconscious behaviors. Her lips may curve into a faint smile when you speak. Her pupils may dilate. Her body may lean in ever so slightly. All signs her heart is ahead of her words. Most men overlook this, brushing it off as coincidence. But the Stoic man pays attention to if her eyes keep returning to you, if her body language opens unconsciously around you, if she gazes when she thinks you're not watching, it's not random. It's her love spilling out in the only way she feels safe to show it. Love hides in the eyes first, and no matter how scared she is, her eyes will tell the truth her lips won't dare to say. Sign 2. She gets nervous around you in ways she doesn't with others. Another hidden sign of love is nervousness. Subtle tension in her body and voice's thought only shows up when you're near. To outsiders, she might seem confident, even playful. But around you, her rhythm. She stumbles over words, laughs too quickly, fidgets with her hair, or plays with objects near her. These aren't flaws, they're signals. Why does this happen? Because love when someone's feelings run deeper, the stakes feel higher. Show wants to impress you, to be seen as attractive, to not make a mistake, and that pressure leaks out as nervous energy. Psychologists call this arousal as a tribune, when the body reacts with heightened heart rate. Adrenaline or tension, we often mislabel it as nervousness. But at root, it's attraction. Her biology is betraying her fear of exposure. Pay attention to the contrast. Notice how she interacts with others, friends, co-workers, strangers. If she's calm and composed with them, but suddenly shifts around you, it's not random. It's because your presence means more. She can't help but feel the weight of wanting your approval. Most men mistake this for disinterest. They think, she's awkward. She must not like me. But their reality is the opposite. Indifference breeds calm. Love creates chaos. A woman who doesn't care will act smooth, relaxed, almost detached. A woman who cares deeply but is afraid to show it will fumble. Her body will reveal her secrets, even as her mouth stays guarded. The Stoic man doesn't tease her for it, doesn't mock her awkwardness. He notices quietly, respects the vulnerability, and moves with composure, because her nervousness isn't weakness. It's proof that her heart beats differently when you enter the room. Sign 3. She remembers the smallest details. Love isn't always revealed in grand gestures. It often hides in the tiny details. A woman who's in love but afraid to show it will still find herself collecting pieces of you. She remembers the story you told months ago about your childhood, She recalls the way you take your coffee. She notices specific tone in your voice. When you're tired or frustrated, this isn't casual memory. It's when a woman is secretly in love, her brain tags moments with you. Psychologists call this selective attention bias. Our minds naturally pay more attention to what matters most to us, filtering out theories. If she holds on to details about you that everyone else overlooks, it's because you've become her focus. But because she's afraid, she doesn't confess it directly. Instead, it slips out in unexpected ways. You mention something casually, and she finishes a sentence. You talk about a random preference, and she already knows. You're surprised she remembered, but she shrugs it off like it's nothing. To her, those details aren't trivial. They're a proof of how much space you occupy in her thoughts. The Stoic man sees this for what it is. He doesn't overreact or push her into admitting more. He simply observes that remembering small things is never random. It's love disguised as and even if she's scared to confess her feelings, her memory betrays. Because a woman may hide her words, but she can't hide what she chooses to remember. Sign 4, she gets jealous, but tries to hide it. Jealousy is one of the rawest giveaways of hidden love. A woman who doesn't care won't flinch when you mention another woman, but a woman who's secretly in love with you will feel a sting of possessiveness, even if she tries to bury it. You'll notice 10 micro-reactions. Her tone changes. Another woman's name comes up. She suddenly goes quiet when you tell a story that involves someone else. She marks a sarcastic remark, laughs it off, or quickly changes the subject. These are not accidents, they're cover-ups. She's jealous but too scared to admit. Psychologists call this superset. When we fear rejection, we try to mask our possessiveness because we didn't want to expose vulnerability. But no matter how hard she tries to hide it, her emotions leak through in small shifts of voice, expression, or behavior. The Stoic man doesn't weaponize this against her. He doesn't mock her or try to make her Instead, he sees it as a signal. Jealousy without claim is proof of hidden love. It means she feels something deeper, but hasn't found the courage to admit it. And here's that. Jealousy is painful for her but addictive, too. Every time she feels it, she's reminded that she cares more than she pretends. And the more she tries to hide it, the more obvious it becomes. So, if you notice her subtle reaction, other women enter the conversation, understand this. She's not just being moody. She's showing you, in the only way she feels safe, that you already belong to her heart. Sign 5, she finds excuses to be around you. When a woman is secretly in love, but afraid to show it, she'll create reasons to orbit your world. On the surface, it looks casual. I was just in the neighborhood, or he thought you might need help with this. But underneath, these are not coincidences. They're strategies, subtle ways, of keeping herself close without confessing how much she wants to bother. Psychologists call this proximatizing. When we're emotionally attached to someone, we unconsciously find ways to increase physical closeness. Even if Ish can't say, "I love you," her behavior says it for her. She rearranges schedule to cross paths with yours, volunteers to join when she doesn't need to, or lingers a little longer when she's believing. Most men misread this. They think she's just being nice, friendly, or social. But patterns reveal the truth. If she consistently creates excuses to be near you, excuses that don't quite make sense, her heart is doing the planning, even if her words never admit it. The Stoic man doesn't chase, doesn't overanalyze, doesn't pressure her into confessing. He simply observes the effort. Because in a world where most people guard their time, the woman who keeps finding reasons to spend hers with you is already telling you the secret she's too scared to voice. She's in love. Sign 6. She opens up emotionally, then pulls back. One of the clearest yet most confusing signs of hidden love is the push and pull of vulnerability. She let her guard down for a moment, sharing a deep story from her past, confessing a fear or revealing a dream she doesn't tell others. In that moment, she's letting you into her inner world. But just as quickly, she'll laugh it off, change the subject, or act as if it wasn't a big. Why? Because opening up feels. To love is to risk. And if she's afraid of rejection, afraid of ruining the dynamic, afraid of her own feelings, she instinctively pulled the drawbridge back up after lowering it. Psychologists call this emotional approach avoidance conflict. It's when someone desperately wants closeness, but fears the consequences of it. So they oscillate, step forward, then step back, show their heart, then cover it. For you, it may 1 minute she's deeply connected, the next she's distant. Buto the trained eye, it's not confusion, it's love fighting fear. She wants to give you more of herself, but her caution keeps holding her back. The Stoic man doesn't chase her during their treat or punish her for pulling back. He simply holds steady, giving her the space to return on her own. Because every time she opens up, even briefly, she's showing her love in the only way she can right now. And here's the more safe she feels in your presence, the less she retreats. Over time, her fear will fade and what was once hidden will finally come into light. If you want to uncover more hidden truths about female psychology, the things women feel but never say, hit that subscribe button right now and drop word whisper in the comments. If you've ever noticed a woman showing love in silence instead of words, because once you recognize these signs, you'll never doubt her feelings again.